Greetings. I'm here to do my debrief on my shadow of the week. My shadow of the week is my version of Shop My Stash or makeup bag of the week. I pick a shade or a palette or a theme sometimes. I play around with it for the week and then I come on and talk about what I liked and what I learned. This week I went geeky with Geek, Chic Cosmetics. They have a wonderful website, and one of the things I really appreciated was that you could get samples of their collections. I was particularly glad about the samples as I went through this week because I noticed that the products I liked, I really, really liked, and the ones I didn't, I didn't. And then there were a couple that fell in the intermediate range. Today I'm going to run through a look using some shadows that I liked quite well, and in fact will probably order full sizes of. So let me go ahead and get started. I have everything I need put out on this palette. I got this palette free with the All Natural Face products, and I find myself using it a lot. Here are the products I'm going to be using. This is a pigment by Geek Chic Cosmetics called Cheeks. I'll be using that. Also, this one, Rose Tint My World, absolute favorite of the bunch. Love this, definitely getting a full size. This is Antiquarian and this is Madness, and I loved this particular grouping of shadows. Over here is Champagne Rose from the All Natural Face. This is a finishing glow. I'm going to start by working in the crease. This is a brush by Smashbox, and I'm going to take the color Antiquarian, that is that one right there, and just apply that to the crease. Next, I'm going to take this color Madness and just work it right into that outer corner. Next, I'm going to take this foiling medium from Pumpkin and Poppy. This is called Foiled Again. And I'm going to foil that Rose Tint My World and put it right on the lid. I love Rose Tint My World. And there it is before it's blended. To blend, I'm going to take this Eye Kabuki brush by Laranine. I love this for kind of a soft focus blending. One of the things about pigments is that you barely use any. You can see I have quite a bit left of all of those pigments, and I put very, very little on the palette to begin with. When you press them, you really realize how much of the product just goes into the pressing and the compression of the pigments. When you have them in this form, they last forever and ever and ever. Before I go to liner, I wanted to talk about one other thing. I have been playing this week with these Ardell accents. These are the 301s in black. I have them on now, and they are just really, really very, very small, kind of half lashes. I got them on sale and figured, why not? I'd go ahead and give them a shot. So they are on my eye now, but you can hardly tell. They're very, very subtle, and I like that. To line, I'm going to take this product by Pumpkin and Poppy. It does have phenoxyethanol. It's a product I like, but I won't repurchase because of the phenoxyethanol. There it is. I'm going to take a bit more of that Rose Tint My World pigment. I'm going to take it dry this time and apply it over the foiled part. It's just brighter that way. For concealer, I'm continuing to do my No Repeat November. I'm continuing that into December. And so today I have on The Balm Time Balm. And it is supposed to work a little like that Tarte, the eraser, in that it has benefits that over time will help you. The problem with the Time Balm is that it does have parabens. So it's a product I just want to use and get through. What I'm going to do now is touch that up with this Une Beauty Natural Concealer. This is the one that lives in my handbag, and I really like this as a touch-up concealer. For underneath the eye, I'm going to go back to this shade Antiquarian. And right on the edge, I'm going to go in with Madness, which is that darker, more red shade. Just use the same brush. I'm going to tightline the upper rim with this Tarte emphasized inner rim pencil, and I think this is the shade Bronze. There it is. time for mascara in 100% pure black tea. This is my mascara of choice. Okay, the eyes are almost done. One thing that I like to do is when I'm all done, I use these fusion of color correctors, and I go through and I just kind of polish up the edges of the eye. I think it gives the eye a more finished look. It's kind of like the difference, I would say, between a shirt that is pressed and ironed and a shirt that isn't. So I'm going to go ahead and do some corrector work. This particular one is in the shade Bright Eyes. And there's several of these that I like to use. Eyes are officially done. Time to move on to the lips. For the lips, I use this Bare Mineral pencil in the color Mauve. This is from my stash. Bare Minerals was acquired by Shiseido, which means that for those of you watching animal testing, Bare Minerals is no longer a cruelty-free company. I pulled two possible lipsticks. One is this color Philosophy. This is the shade Golden Rose. The other is one of these Mary Kay liquid lip colors. This is in the color Raspberry Ice. You can see they're not too far apart. I guess I'll go ahead and use this little Raspberry Ice. Time to do something with the cheeks. I've already contoured using Pumpkin and Puppy's Terra Moisturizing Bronzer, and it's a product that I like a great deal. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and use this color from Geek Chic called Cheeks. This is another Laranine brush. This one is super, super soft, and it is one that I like when I just need a little bit more color up high. I will use this particular one. I have been rotating through my stash for no repeat November, now no repeat December. I've been trying to go through the various finishing powders that I have. This one is from the All Natural Face. It is the color Champagne Rose, so I'm just going to swirl that on a brush and use that to finish up. What I will do is put this just in the kind of T-zone area. I really want to avoid the wrinkle spots, which would be here and right on the outside here. To set the makeup, I'll use the Youthful Trends Caffeinated Makeup Primer. I'll just spritz that 3 times. But before I do that, let me run through a couple of the other Geek Chic pigments that I really liked. I'm going to take these off my hand first so I can swatch them for you. Rose Tint My World, Antiquarian, and Madness were 3 of my favorites, and here's the finished eye look with those. But I also liked several other of the pigments from Geek Chic. One was this color, Yes Sir. Yes Sir was one I used for eyes, lips, and cheeks, and I liked it in all of those various incarnations. That is Yes Sir. That is one I would consider getting a full size of. I really like this shade. It's a very neutral shade. This is Sane Inside Insanity. Don't even know if you'll be able to see it on me, but there it is. Just a nice kind of champagne-y glow. So that's a good one, and I would consider getting a full size of that particular one as well. I did enjoy the blush Touch Me. It's a very, very pink. Here's a rather heavy swatch of that. It's a very pretty pink blush. Liked that. Would consider a full size of that one. There were 3 others that were in the kind of, yeah, maybe range, but I wouldn't run out to buy them. One was this color Eldritch. That's it right there. It's kind of green, gold, military green, but with gold. Kind of reminds me a bit of Elf's Earthly, although this has less gold, I would say, than that does. There was this shade which was cool but crude. It was one of the orange shades. Let's see, do I have a clean swatching finger? And that's it right there. And that was a pretty color. I liked it. I just have kind of a lot of shades in that range. This one, though, has more gold to it, so I could actually see this being one that I would pick up. It's a really interesting kind of dimensional, rich orange, pinks, golds. And the last one that I wanted to talk to you about was Yellow Jumpsuit, because this is another that I liked. And there is Yellow Jumpsuit. I like this one a little bit better, the Cool But Crude. There's the Yellow Jumpsuit, which is another kind of orange tone shade. I really enjoyed using the lipstick, this Joystick as they call them, in the shade Chrysalis. And I would definitely get some more lip shades from them. There is this one here. This is, they describe as metallic plum, and I really enjoyed using it. So I would definitely think in terms of getting more lipsticks from Geek Chic Cosmetics. So that is it for my shadow of the week. I really had fun being geeky with Geek Chic Cosmetics. I loved Rose Tint My World. I love several of the pigments. I was grateful that they have such a wonderful sample service. That helps a lot. Being able to get the samples at an affordable price, determining which ones I liked, which ones I didn't, which ones I would buy full sizes. Geek Chic Cosmetics will have a place in my pigment drawer because I like them. I did enjoy using them. I found that the ones I liked, I really, really enjoyed. The ones I didn't like, I tended to not like them because of the shade. There were a lot of them that went into various kinds of gray shades that I didn't particularly appreciate. It is Sunday as I'm doing this. I'm really late on doing my debrief, so I'm going to turn around and film a video on what my picks will be for next week. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make it a great, great week ahead. Bye.